It's time! Yeah, my mother's in the house, so like I can't scream too much. But welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Youth Lounge podcast. Um, it's Wednesday, it's 3 p.m., so it means we will be coming to you and talking about some issues that young people just don't talk about. Like we don't talk. Like I don't know why we don't talk. Like we just don't talk. Like we should really have more serious discussions about things instead of making memes. I'm talking to you TikTokers out there as well. And you people doing pranks all the time. Let's talk about serious things as well. But it's fine. Of course, I do not sit here and talk about these things alone, you know. Otherwise, it's just a guy talking to himself, looking at a camera, and that doesn't make sense. Um, so introducing my first co-host, plus I'm eating, guys. I just got back home. But yeah, today we're gonna be talking about money and all the different things that come in. Is it really worth that? Like the value that we put on that thing? It's mad, man. But let me introduce my first co-host. I think he's going to be a very influential part of this discussion. The man behind all of our streams and whatever, Mohammed.
Hello everyone, hello Lesejo. Thank you for having me again. It's amazing. I think it's our 11th episode, or 12th.
12.
It's amazing. We're quite far, 12 weeks. And it's
Mm,
great.
yeah, of course it's not just us, you know. We have we have the childish one amongst us as well. The guy that disappeared for several weeks and then came back like nothing happened. Um, Look at him now. Look at this childish behavior. Yeah, yeah. Introduce yourself, Mark.
What's good? What's good? What's good, everyone? What's good? It's your favorite back again. Um,
Mm,
how's everyone doing? Hope everyone had a good week since we saw each other last.
mm.
Um, yeah, I'm debating. Wait, I'm debating. Hood, hood up, or hood down.
You know, like for me, like me personally, I don't care. Introducing our
Mm,
fourth co-host as well. You know, the female perspective is always required in any teenage discussion.
Loki,
Inclusion. You know, we are
Loki,
wholesome
Loki,
people here at the Youth
my best
Lounge.
friend.
So,
Loki, my
Loki,
best
your
friend.
best friend. Oh, more than that. I mean, you were calling her my Ricky the other day, so we don't know.
That's that's
Ricky.
my that's my Ricky. That's my Ricky. And now her wife. Hey, and she's there.
What's
And
up, guys? It's good to be back. It's
You
your
know
girl
what?
Ricky. You know what it is. Um, yeah, I'm happy to be here for this 11th episode.
They
Thank
said
you all for
you're
coming
someone's
today.
wife.
12. Guys, it's 12. Come on, you and Zahid. It's 12 episodes. Get it right. How are you letting me, the dumbest person here, realize that it's the 12th
Oh, so
episode?
he
I'm also
accepts.
reading.
Nice.
I Futak. I was lying. I was lying. But yeah, today is
A
about
very serious
money.
topic today.
Money.
Money, man.
Something that I
Yeah.
don't have. Something I know Ricky has a lot of.
I smell
No,
cat.
I am
And
broken, unemployed. I am in the broken, unemployed
Nick
gang.
and
saying
this
he
is a
has no
I
money.
am the
I smell
ambassador
cap.
for that. So please,
that's and this is
found
a
the
sector
money.
of where Zahid comes into play because this seems like it's down his alley more, and I shall
Yeah, I
be
was
taking a
at
lot of
No, no,
wisdom.
no.
And just everyone, whatever Lisejo says, just don't listen to him because this guy, he doesn't know
Mm,
money. This thing.
agreed.
I don't what?
Man. Yeah,
I don't
it's
what?
fine. Don't worry. Eat your
Don't
chicken.
worry,
Eat
don't
your
worry. Eat your
chicken.
chicken. Eat your chicken.
It's alright.
Bro, I'm out here chanting KFC on a Wednesday. I'm out here looking
Yeah,
drippy.
it's
I have the
fine.
sunglasses. I don't have what?
Chow
I
your
don't
Man,
know.
chicken. Let's talk
I'm
about
blessed.
money real quick.
I'm blessed, man. I don't know
So
what you mean, bro.
backstage, Nick said that Lisa was eating the broke man's meal because he doesn't have money, just
Oh
like the
God,
rest of us, except for Nick, because Nick has
So
money
so so
anyway.
I
KFC
don't
can't be
have money,
preference.
James.
So KFC can't be preference.
No,
I
it's for
can't
black
prefer
man people. I'm
KFC
sorry. Sorry. That thing.
to you.
No,
Uh,
sorry,
I
I
I
have
don't
to
know if I'm
disagree
allowed to
with that
make.
statement.
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to make jokes like that, like
This is the
on
difference
public
between us
platforms.
getting sponsors and us not. You see you. You see you. Me personally, I love KFC. I
Oh
love them
God,
so
same.
much. I
KFC,
love skip.
KFC.
When I keep
KFC,
quiet,
KFC,
you keep quiet.
KFC is the reason I'm
It's
alive.
okay.
You're actually clowning KFC, saying it's a poor man's meal, bro. Like, leave.
I said chicken chicken was a poor man's meal.
But I'm eating KFC, and
KFC
you
is
said I was eating a
okay.
poor man's meal.
No, but
KFC is
because
okay, but it's not the topic of today's topic, which is money. Because people who have money don't buy KFC; they buy expensive things
they
like
buy McDonald's,
Gucci
they
and
buy Nando's.
yes.
I'm not a
They buy
name brand
Nando's.
man, bro. I'm not that kind of person.
Okay, yes.
But you
Money,
know
you
what?
can also buy PS5 for people who desperately want one.
I need me a
Yeah.
PS5, bro. It's a necessity. It's very critical.
This guy's
I
gonna
have
get
no
a
shame in
PS5
wanting a
when
PS5.
PS6 comes out.
So
I'm
what
gonna
would
get a
you do for
PS5
that
when a
PS5?
PS6
Like
comes
if someone told you you're gonna have to like shoot a
That's
person to
true.
get the PS5,
That's a good
what is
question.
the worst thing you could do to get that PS5?
Wait, what? I
Like,
can't
What
hear
is
you.
okay, wait, Ricky,
Your
shut up.
connection is glitching
And you shut up.
again.
Listen, use your ears.
okay,
Okay, so how much would you go? What extent would you go to get that PS5? As in, how much? Let's say this. Let's say this. Somebody will pay you $1 million to do some mad thing, something mad. But at
What's
the
the
end of the
mad
day,
thing?
you'll get you. I don't know, something mad. There's like I have stuff on my mind, but I'm not allowed to say it. Get me?
Say it.
I don't think it's fine. I think of a mad thing, but like that can be put on a podcast instead of not my thoughts.
would you
So
hurt
Man.
someone
Keep your
for that
mind.
PS5?
Would I
Violently,
what?
physically
Would I hurt someone
hurt
for PS5?
someone.
Would I hurt someone for PS5?
Mm.
like we're talking hurt, like we're not. You know what hurt we're talking about?
Emotional damage or like physical?
Physical. We're talking about that.
Physical.
We're talking about
Oh
that
yeah, I'll
chef
beat
up.
up. Like
No, not beat up. Chef up. We're talking run down the ops type thing, son.
Oh, you want me to murder them?
Yeah, I wanted to
For
murk
PS5, I don't think a PS5 is worth killing over. I don't really think it's worth killing a person for. But I think there are some things I would actually kill for.
Yeah, like a PS5.
No,
Yeah, so I'm a PS5. Okay.
I
For
won't
her
kill
to
you
love
for a
you,
PS5. Mate. What
for
don't
her
you?
to love you back. So okay, too far.
She loves me, bro. She loves me regardless, dog.
Talk your shit, bro. Talk your shit.
Yeah,
She loves me.
She loves me
Okay.
regardless, bro. She struggles to sleep because she thinks of me, and yeah, that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna do my best not to lead the conversation today because apparently,
Shush.
according to Ricky, I talk too much. So I'm gonna let Zahid, Nick, and Ricky do a lot of the talking today. I'll just opinion there and opinion there every now and
Shush.
again.
So
What kind of you?
the
Eat your
like
chicken.
yeah, eat your chicken on the side. Eat your bones. The first thing, right? On
I got a
Ricky's
burger too.
subject, there are a lot of people in South Africa, and I'd say the world, right, that would do a lot for money. A lot. This man's eating a KFC burger. I've never eaten that before. Okay. So when what extent are you going to for money? Let's say, like, how much does money run your lives as to? Let's say, like, you're dead broke. Okay, you have nothing in your life basically. You have enough money. You're homeless, but you have enough money to eat and stuff like that. But you don't have a house or anything like that. What are you? What's the furthest extent or like that you're going to get like money? Like when I say money, I mean a lot of money.
I will hurt someone, but I won't kill anybody. Nobody's gonna die.
Okay.
I don't
Nobody's
believe
gonna
that.
die. Yeah,
Right? Anything?
I
nobody's
think
gonna die.
no, I'm
That's
not
all
gonna
I
go.
can say.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go to the extent of harming anyone. I think. I don't know. I think there's a desperate times call for desperate
I'd go for
measures.
desperate measures, that's true.
But I think at the moment, if you were to ask me, I think the most I'd do is look for another job, maybe work multiple jobs at the same
But
time.
that's the thing, right? You're homeless. You have no let's say you didn't get your matric in
Also,
school.
income.
You
I'm
didn't
running
get
to
your
money down.
matric in school. Then like obviously there's ways to make money. There's like small businesses that you can start or whatever. But that's very hard. So what what's the furthest thing that you do? The top thing
I
that you
told
do?
you. I I don't know. Killing is not on. It's not on the cards. We're not gonna go
No,
down
no, no,
this.
no. Killing's not on the card. Except for
Yeah, it's
Lesego.
never gonna go down.
He would. That guy
Yes,
is crazy, that guy.
I look at him
for
smiling
free.
about it.
All that for free.
I won't kill anyone for free, bruh. I probably have to have a reason, a valid reason
Probably.
Mm.
to kill. But that doesn't mean I won't do it. I feel like all of us here would kill for something. There is something that each and every one of us here would kill for.
No.
I don't believe that
No.
there isn't something that
No.
we wouldn't kill for each person. I swear,
Yes.
there has to be something.
On my life, there's nothing I would kill for.
That's a lie,
On
but
my
it's
life.
fine. It's fine.
I've actually thought about this. Like on my life, there is nothing in this world that I would kill for, because at the end of the day, what happens. What life's unfair in it. Stuff happens. I'm not gonna now go out of my way to get something I want. If I can't get it myself, then it means it's not for me. That thing. I'm not gonna kill for it. But that's besides the point.
Alright, cool.
Money. Hey, that thing. It
Ricky, this
revolves.
discussion was kind of your idea. I feel like you should be driving this.
I feel like money, personally, for me, buying things makes me happy.
Hey,
Things make me happy. Like if I go
Yeah.
shopping and I get a new outfit, that will make me happy. If I buy jewelry, make me happy. It's one of the things that
I've
make
never
me happy,
understood.
but it's not the only thing that'll make
money
me happy.
hurts me, bro.
So
Money hurts
yeah,
me.
because like we had a debate yesterday in my homeroom pod about whether you want to be rich and depressed or poor and happy. And I got put on the poor and
Rich and
happy side,
depressed.
which was utterly wrong. I do not believe in such.
Yeah, at least
I
when you're rich and
personally
depressed,
believe
you can afford
for me,
antidepressants.
Or when
nah,
you're rich and
thing
depressed,
is
you can
that
be. I can be crying in my Ferrari. Club, what are you crying in?
nah, I don't believe that. I personally, for me, that I can be rich and depressed at the same time because money brings me joy. So like
No,
me, I
that's
cannot be rich and depressed.
that is where you're wrong. Money just brings more problems. Like it brings a lot of happiness at the same time, like a lot of different, but it also brings its own problems.
I have a follow-up question for Ricky.
For the gens. Yeah, shoot me.
No,
Ricky, do you?
Ricky.
Oh, for real.
Okay, I understand. I mean, like, I also feel good when I buy stuff, but then don't you get buyer's regret afterwards?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I like
You
things
don't
like
feel empty.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Actually, honestly, I don't know because yeah,
Look,
Like
I don't know. But at the same time, when you have money and like you keep buying things, you're gonna keep chasing the trends of what's in and what's not in, and then you're just not gonna be satisfied with what you have because you're gonna keep wanting more. And I think that's what people say when they mean that like your money can't make you happy because you're never fully satisfied with what you have. So I understand that, but like the process of buying things,
Sergio,
Would you say
Um,
you're satisfied?
Sergio.
Okay, sorry.
I feel like
This Sergio man.
what?
leave your chicken alone. Yo,
Yeah.
Okay, shit. Okay, why? Fine.
Yeah. There you
I saw
go.
what you were pointing out. Thank you, brother. Nah, for me personally, when it comes to money, I feel like money gives you the ability to do things. It's not necessarily the money or the
Really?
having of the money that makes you happy. It's the ability, it's the power that it gives you to do certain things. I know, like, people who rich people, I don't think it's the money that for good rich people, it's not necessarily the money that makes them happy, because at the end of the day, money is just a piece of paper or a bunch of numbers in an account. But like, it's what it allows you to do. That's what makes people happy oftentimes. People with a lot of money oftentimes can live their lives the way they want, or on their terms as well. I know, if
Theoretically, yes.
for any of yeah like for anyone who comes
Practically,
from a
no.
rich from anyone who comes from a rich family, I feel like you don't experience the worry of how am I going to pay for varsity, because your parents are probably gonna supply the money, or they're gonna supply the bread to for you to go. For some of us, it's a thing of, okay, I gotta look at this scholarship program, I gotta look at this, I gotta look at that. So, like, money just allows you to do things. It's not that it's the having of it that makes you happy. As for being happy when I shop, look, man, I'm happy when I get nice things. I'm not happy because I'm shopping. It doesn't make sense to be happy because I'm shopping. So, Ricky, that's you, man.
Shopping is fun. Shopping is fun.
And
Shopping
who's
is
not?
nice.
Very fun.
Shopping
Shopping
is
is
what?
nice.
Shopping
It
is what?
depends on
fun.
what you're buying and who you're buying with. That's what matters. Shopping is nice. Okay.
Buying by myself is elite.
Yeah, I feel like if I buy things that I like, of course, I'm not made happy by shopping. The thing that brings me happiness is what I'm getting, not necessarily the activity of going to the mall. There are much better things that I can do with my time than go shopping. Like
But
the
like I saw this thing, right, where it said, so it was this interview, and this person grew up extremely poor. When I say extremely poor, I mean like where did he grow up? He grew up in Senegal or something, and in like the slums of Senegal, in like he was poverty stricken, and he had like a really rough childhood, whatever. And then the interviewer asked him, if you could go back now with the money that you have now, because this guy's rich. If you could go back now to your childhood with the money you had now, grow up with a life with this, not all this money, but with at least some of this money, would you? And he said no, because being without money teaches you a lot of life, a lot about, gives you a different
Yeah,
look on life
I can
than,
attest to that.
yeah, or than having money, because somebody that's grown up rich will have a completely different look on life to somebody that grew up poor, and somebody that grew up middle class will have a completely different look on life than both of those. So I feel like money blinds us, I'd say. It 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 blinds us from like the harsh world that is out there, and just lets you live the life that you kind of want, if you know what I'm saying. Like, you envision a life with riches and fame and money and just that, but in like realistic, like, of everyone wants a life that's also with all this fame, not fame, but money, being able to spend what you want, being able to spend how you want, when you want, not having
Yeah.
to think about money and whatever, such and such. But at the same time, everyone also wants to live a little, go, just, everyone wants to feel like they're part of the norm, like they're part of everyone.
Yeah,
Want
Yeah.
to not want to be judged because they have this much money or whatever.
Yeah.
My
And
input.
something that someone said was that people, like, it was a thing of like they'd rather be poor and happy, because then the people who stick around won't be there for the money, And like people
That's
with money,
true.
they'll always have the guys that come and like they want something from them, or they can buy something or whatever because they have money. And so you're not always surrounded by genuine people when you have a lot of money. Like on your birthday when you used to bring cupcakes for the whole class, and then all of a sudden people you don't know come and they're your best friend that day.
Yeah.
And the day after that, then they're gone. Then it's like, money.
Yeah, I
People
can
like
attest to
money.
that too. Yeah, I can attest to that too. Um, Not a lot of like I think I've left a lot of people from my primary school life behind, or like I don't talk to them. The only people I talk to from that period are my friends. But during that period of my life, I think I was only well known amongst my peers in primary school because of the food that I brought to school. Like I brought dope. Yo, man, I had a good lunchbox. Like thanks first to God and thanks to my mother, but like I always had a good lunchbox. And people like always wanted a piece of it. Especially on Fridays, I'd bring like something like pie or something nice on a Friday.
I wish I was in your
And
school.
and people would just always come up to me, or like especially like my friends were the primary ones that like I gave pieces to, because I mean it's my boys. But then it would also be the guys that didn't really respect me, didn't really like the guys who actually oftentimes made fun of me, made a joke out of me, didn't take me serious. Those kind of people would come to me and ask, and when I told them no, they would call me stingy. Like back
Yeah.
then, like being called
Yeah.
stingy like means you're an L. Like, but like they would call me stingy, and they dip out after that. Like those people didn't really care about me; they just care about what I had. Like I can attest to the experience of people only being interested in you because of what you have. Um, I haven't always been privileged. I haven't always had like money, or had been in a situation where I can just go ask my parents for something and then they give it to me, or we can work out a deal where I work for it and they will get it for me, because they haven't always been able to. So I've learned a lot through that, especially in the last like 2 years. I've learned a lot about who I am, or stuff. Like I feel like I've learned a lot of life lessons due to the fact that I haven't always been privileged. I was, then I lost it all, and that taught me a lot of stuff too. So I don't know, like some people only pay you respect or give you attention because of what you have and what they know you have. Uh, but once you lose it all, or you don't have it as much, they don't really pay much attention to you. I can personally attest to that. And I can also attest to the idea of, if I were to go back into my past now, would I change anything? No, I wouldn't, because I feel like a lot of what I went through, painful or uncomfortable or not as enjoyable as it was, I wouldn't be me without it. So I wouldn't have any appreciation of money the way I do without it. I wouldn't be the kind of guy that doesn't need name brand clothing to feel like I look good or to look good. Because me, bro, I look dope in a lot of stuff, but you'll find that only a small, like, I think the only name brand stuff I wear really is my shoes. So yeah, I don't think name brands or stuff like that, like those things, I wouldn't have an appreciation for being like that without having been where I was to where I am now. But yeah, like there's a certain level of appreciation when it comes to certain people, when for those who have had things, lost them, or for people who haven't had those things at all and then gotten them later. Like there's a certain level of appreciation and acknowledgement to it. Not everyone like who has stuff acknowledges that, yo, I have a lot, like I have this, there's a chance that I may not have it tomorrow, like it's a blessing for me to have it. And that's something a lot of people forget, something a lot of people unfortunately never come to realize or acknowledge. Personally, I feel sorry for those people because I think it just makes you grow, and makes you a better person once you acknowledge those things, or once you know what that's like. I'm not saying everyone should grow up in struggle. Of course, all of us want to grow up in privilege, but a little struggle does help you grow. So
Yeah. And then I have just a thought. I mean, you said sometimes you just arrange with your parents to be able to work for something and then pay for it. So it's a question like, I mean, at what age are you expected to then start working for yourself and paying for
me,
stuff?
oh bro,
I
me, I've
believe
been working for
Basically,
generally,
stuff
not
since I
necessarily
was
just your case. I mean,
no,
just
like I
anyone.
mean,
everyone.
yeah, just anyone. I don't think there's a specific age, but for me personally, I started just making deals like that with my dad, especially when I was like 7, because I think that was just after I
No,
got my PS. And then he'd say, you know what, don't get demerits for the whole term, and yeah, I'll buy you a new game. So I didn't get many games. These demerits still they don't. It's not easy to dodge them things, man. Like, it's not easy to dodge them things. But yeah, like we would strike deals like that, and like don't not necessarily work for it, but like do certain things, try and achieve certain things, and you will be rewarded for it.
Yeah,
But
like chores and like I used to do that too, like end of
yeah,
year openings
I don't do
and
chores
contract
for
with my
recognition.
job, like if I get this mark, they're gonna pay me this much, and then that motivated me because I wanted that money. So like for every 80, and they give me like 20 or 50 rand, and then like for higher mark, the money gets higher, and that motivation for the money helped. And I feel like people want to be stable, like be financially stable. And then like money can also come in and affect your career choices or the subjects that you take. Because okay, I need to find a career that makes me money. But then there's the argument of like, do what you're passionate about and what makes you happy doing. But then it's like all this happiness and passion gives you the lifestyle that you want to afford for yourself. Like my dad told me, he said that okay, you can be happy, but then will that job give you the lifestyle that you want? And so
I
you
can
think
hear you,
that
but I can't hear
is
you.
it worth going through the degree that I hate just so that I can have this money? Or do I do what I love and just survive? Like I don't know. Like how what do
do what
you
I love and
does the
survive.
money that you'll make
Do what I
affect your
love and
decision?
survive all the way. Yes, it will. But to answer Zaid, I think it's like it's, I wouldn't say a specific age, but I would say around 16,
It
15.
also depends heavily on maturity, I suppose.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But like
I mean,
for me,
when it
go,
comes to
go, go.
employment or finding like a job somewhere else or doing something like where you are paid by
All of
someone
it.
else that is not your parents, like yeah, then it like that's in your teen years, maybe in your later teen years or something like that. Whenever you're ready and like whenever like your maturity or your mindset says, I need to start making money. But or like I'm talking about the simple stuff of like achieving certain things in order to get rewards from your parents. But
Oh, yeah,
working, yeah, like I feel like
that's young,
working,
I guess. But
yeah,
I feel like when it comes to now, it's time for you to, let's say, start buying your own clothes. Start, if you want new stuff, buy it yourself. You want, let's say, you want to go out, use your own money, that type of thing. And I feel like also being aware of your parents' financial situations now and stuff like that. That all come like, I don't think there's a specific age to be for you to know that stuff, but I feel like it should come around like 15, 16, when you grade 10, whatever. You're coming towards the end of your high school career now. You're trying to, you need to be taught through being an adult, not taught to be an adult, but like people start treating you more like an adult, whatever. Prepare you for the real world. So I feel like those times come like late in your high school career, but it's a time that has to come with everyone.
I
Mm-hmm.
agree.
Definitely agree. But so okay, let me ask you like to be personally. would you rather be rich and depressed or poor and happy, and why?
Poor and
Poor and
happy.
happy.
There's no doubt
I
about
said,
that.
Like,
I
what
said,
kind of
rich.
poor are we talking here? Like, okay,
Like,
what
No,
kind of
no.
rich and what
As
kind
long
of
as you're
poor are we
happy,
okay,
talking?
wait,
it's
okay,
fine.
okay, rich as in lavish lifestyle, mansion, 5,000 cars in your backyard. Poor as in like poverty,
I whoa whoa whoa
Alex
whoa whoa
living a
whoa
giant
whoa whoa.
poverty.
You see
Poverty, okay.
that you know what, right? At least if I'm rich, lavish lifestyle kind of thing, I can live on antidepressants. It's fine. Like me, I'm not going
But
to the
but
slums
think
of the
Nah.
about
slums
it.
just to be happy. I'm chill, bro. Like I'm okay. Like I will take the depression. I'll pop some pills and I'll move on with life. Cause
Mm.
no, I'm not going to the
But like,
slums of the slums to be happy. That's not
I,
happening, bro.
but like, think about this, right? You're not gonna enjoy your life.
Yeah, what's the point?
Like, what's the point of life then? Like, at least when you're poor, right? At least when you're poor, you're working towards something. Think about this, right? You're working towards something. Nah? You're
Mhm,
working towards making it out or
mhm,
whatever. Even if it doesn't happen, every day you're grinding. Every
mhm.
day you are happy. Every day you thank God because you are in this position. You want to be in a better position, but things could be worse. You in your mind you say things could be worse. So you're working every day towards something. When you're rich, nah, you
Slums
at
of
the
the
top.
slums, bro.
When you're rich, you at the top, right? You've got nowhere else to go. You're bored with life, first of all. Second of all, you have no meaning to your life now. Third of all, you you're upset. You don't enjoy your life. So now, right? You have nothing to do. Nothing.
Look,
And then you're at home 24/7, let's say. And exactly, happiness attracts success. You can work your way out of it, out of the slums, whatever. But when you're up there, you're gonna
look,
you
I
just
feel
you're
like there's
just
a
gonna
common
be
misconception. I feel like there is somewhat a common misconception when it comes to being rich. Like there's nothing else for you to do. You've made it. You're
no,
successful.
no, no.
Um,
Obviously,
you said
yes,
there's
but
nowhere to go. So let me like. I feel like
yeah,
with
yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah.
there's always, like I said, money gives you the ability to do a lot of different
Mm, mm,
things,
mm.
and I feel like there is something that can make you happy doing things that make. I feel like there is something that you would enjoy and you can do, but if you were poor, maybe you can't do that thing. Yes, you would be like in the case of this argument, you guys are still happy, but I feel like I can still find happiness in doing other things. I could travel. Maybe I'm not someone who travels, but
Exactly.
I'm depressed. I can start traveling. I can start go. I can
You
being
won't have
rich.
the
I can.
willpower. You're
Huh?
depressed. You don't have the willpower. If you're depressed, you're not gonna have the willpower to go
There are
and
different
explore.
kinds of depression. That's the thing. There are different
You're
kinds of it,
talking
and on top of
no,
that, you
no, no.
can
But there's
seek
also,
help.
And
but
there's
then,
pills
but
for that
then,
too. I
but
can
then,
hire a
if
really,
if
really good therapist with that money.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like
Hire
but
you
a good
guys
that
are making it seem
but
like if you are
but
depressed, you can't climb your
but
way out of that
you
depression.
can
And
climb your way
you're
out
also
of
making it
depression.
seem like that that depression is basically you are stuck in there forever. What I'm saying is I said it jokingly, but I'm like I can pop a pill and I can move on with life. I actually mean that. You can get on medication, number one, and then go to therapy and then start doing things that make you happy. You can go
Yeah,
get your
yeah,
happiness
yeah,
back. You don't have to sit in your depression. Whether or not you sit in your depression and you stay depressed, that's up to you. And if you stay depressed, that's on you. That's your fault. I don't get it there. If I'm
No, no, no.
depressed, I'm going to go and do things that make me happy.
Mm.
I'm going to try and get my life or in order. Not to say that like depressed people's lives aren't in order. I'm just saying like I'm not digging a grave, bro. I'm speaking the truth. This ain't a grave,
Let me
bro.
tell you.
This
Wait.
ain't a grave.
No, but I agree. Like money
Like you
can
can
enable
still
you to
do
do
things
a lot
that
of
make you
things.
happy.
I can be financially stable. I can be stable, like worrying about what I'm gonna eat tomorrow, what I'm gonna wear tomorrow, where I'm going to live. If I get sick, I can get a good doctor. If like I can get really, really nice things, really good things, beneficial things. But if I'm how do I live longer if I'm living in a disease area with no access to proper medical care or an education to get myself somewhere? You know, money can make you thank you. Money can literally make you do anything and everything that you want. Money is
No,
power.
no,
It's the key.
it's
Exactly.
money is
Like
power, but it's not
Um,
power.
okay, yeah, go ahead, and then
No, 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 no. No, no,
yeah, I
talk.
mean, the way I see it, I mean, you want that money so that you can do all of this stuff. And the reason why you want to do all of this stuff is so that you can maintain a certain level of happiness. So you're chasing that happiness. But if I'm telling you that you're living in poverty, but you're happy, you already have that happiness that you was yearning for. So, like, what's the point? You don't need to chase it, it's already there. So, I mean, if you're poor but you're
You see,
happy, there's
So
nothing wrong with
what?
that. I mean,
you
Yeah, I
see.
mean, if
you
you're
So,
got what
poor,
you
wait,
wanted.
Lisego,
You got what you
wait.
wanted.
Okay, so if you think about this, right, you're gonna be rich but depressed. So you're gonna be chasing happiness, which means you're gonna be spending your money, man. You're not gonna be focusing on the next goal, next man's goal, which is getting even richer or even bigger. No, you're gonna
how
be
do you know?
chasing happiness. I will say,
What do you
wait,
mean? How do you know that
wait.
success isn't going to make me happy?
No, but the thing is, right? You just said yourself, you're gonna go to the best therapist, gonna
No,
go
I said
meds,
that's an
best
option.
meds. You gonna whatever. God, that's wasting money. Okay, so
Not
you,
necessarily.
nah, it's wasting money. Okay,
Look,
so
man, you're comparing a life of comfort where I'm able to chase my happiness and at the end of it, probably be happy. And you want me to, or you're saying that it would be better for me to live in the slums of life,
no, it's not
um,
But you're
better.
and
happy.
It's not.
and
You are
It's not.
happy.
and I'm happy.
I'm not
I'd
saying
rather
it's.
chase my happiness, honestly
I'm
speaking.
not
Like I'd
saying.
really
I'm not
rather
saying
chase
it's.
my
I'm
happiness.
not saying it's better to live in slums than to live in a man. Like every person in the slums probably dreams of living in a mansion, but at the same time, right? I would personally rather live in the slums and make my way out of there, happy and like bringing joy to my life, others' lives, than be not at the top but rich, living in a mansion, not by myself, living in a mansion and depressed and down. You can come
Yeah.
out.
You
You
can
can come
come
out
out of
of. You can come out of the depression, right? But
yeah.
you now that's an extra step. That where I'm in the slums, I'm already at your final destination. You're chasing my final
And
destination.
that's fine.
You,
Actually, we're
you,
chasing each other's final destination. You have the
yes,
happiness, I have the
yes,
lifestyle.
yes.
So
You,
either way, we're
I'd
chasing
rather
something.
have rich people problems.
And
I'm sorry.
nah.
and honestly speaking, you could say that chasing the riches is harder than chasing the lifestyle. Um, I mean, chasing no, I didn't say that right. You could say that chasing the lifestyle and the riches is harder than chasing the
No,
happiness.
never, never.
How do you
Chasing,
know though? Like you,
chasing mental health is one of the toughest things in the world, and I
I got
know,
myself
and
good in 2 years. Like I had look, like you
I
guys don't know this, but I had problems at one point in my life. Not a lot of people knew about my problems. Shout out to Mr. K, you helped me a lot. But I had problems and I sorted them out with myself. Like I sat
yeah,
down and
no,
I
yeah,
actually
yeah,
sat within my
I
problems and I
know,
sorted them
yeah,
out.
yeah.
I dealt with
Like
them. But like I'm
You didn't buy
saying,
a mansion though to sort it out.
and you
same for
don't
me.
need to buy, like you don't need to buy, you don't need to go to it, dude. Like YouTube and everything, you can watch videos, you can do things to make yourself happy without spending money. I'm not saying as a rich person in depression you have to spend money to chase your happiness and get it back. I'm just saying it's an option. The option is there. If you are that depressed that you need to go to a therapist, then fine, you have the bread, you have the peace to do it. And also, just like me being depressed as a rich person but being able to find my happiness, you in the slums, look bro, a lot goes on in the ends and everything. So you in the slums, something could happen that drives you into depression. Maybe the when you chasing the success that I already have, you fail and you fail abysmally to a point where you find depression. Bro, we're all
No,
reading
but
a
that's
book
the
right
thing.
now.
Yes,
Whoa,
but
whoa, whoa.
that's the
Give me a
thing.
minute.
That's the thing. That's the thing,
Let
right?
me land. Let me land.
The
Let me land.
question. Wait, no. Wait. The
No,
question
no, no. Give me
says.
a minute.
The
Let me
question
land.
says. The question says that if you're in the slums, you're happy, right? And if you're in thingy, you're depressed.
Yeah, but it
Yes
doesn't
or
mean you
no?
can climb out. No, no,
You
no, 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 no,
choosing.
no, no.
You
No,
choosing.
I'm
You are
choosing. I'm
choosing.
choosing
We
the
are either.
option and what I could do with it. You're
Yes,
not. You're
but
considering the
yes, but
present situation. You're not
yes, but
considering
I'm
everything
saying,
after
I'm
that.
saying, I'm saying, it's just like you can't become poor if you choose the rich life, ne? We
Phase.
can't become depressed if we choose the poor but happy life.
Wait. You're saying that you can't become depressed. Like you cannot. Like you're
No,
saying
and
it's an absolute. You
and
cannot
you,
crawl out of that.
no, and you, no. I'm not saying you can't call out of it. I'm saying
Oh,
You can
then my
either
easily
argument
be in
stands.
both situations. Money can
you
end
can't, you
quickly,
can't
it can
change
come
into,
quickly. You
But
don't
you
so
can,
can
know what's
happiness and
gonna
depression.
happen.
They can
So
come
why would I
either way.
want to enjoy it while I can have it?
yes, but that's what
I'm
I'm
choosing the
saying, right?
situation. I'm not
You,
necessarily like I'm choosing the situation. What I can do with it. I can find my happiness afterward. Let me
yes,
like I
yeah.
was about to say. We're all reading a book right now. It's called "Things Fall Apart" by Chinua Achebe. Go read it. It's
Yeah,
actually not a
yeah,
bad book.
yeah. Such
You saw what happened to a Congo. Like he ended up shooting someone by mistake. It wasn't even him. His gun misfired, and basically he was kicked out of his own tribe. So everything he had done, all his titles, everything he had done in that part of it, like he basically fell into a depression after losing all of that. What I'm saying is you have your happiness. And something as tragic as you maybe you're with someone or like you're at a party, even though you're in the slums, or like you guys are celebrating and something messes up, you can fall into that same depression. You can feel like there's no meaning to, you can fail abysmally at something you've been working so hard for and then fall into that depression. So either way, like I'm choosing the situation where I feel I can best exist in. I've conquered like mental problems before, so I know if I go into the situation where I am in what's this, where I'm rich and everything, I feel like I'd be better off in that position. Maybe you feel like you would be better off being a happy person
It's
in the
pers- it's
slums,
yeah, it's
and
personal
that's you.
preference. It's personal
That's
preference at
personal
the end of the
that's my
day.
personal preference, but I'm still gonna go rich and then find my happiness because once I have the happiness and the riches, bro, I'm stuck. Like there's a lot I can do with that. But like
Hmm.
you guys have to there's a great deal of physical work aside from like you guys don't have to do the mental work. Yeah, shit. But there's a great deal of physical work that you have to do, not necessarily like physical labor and stuff like that. I'm talking like things in the world that you have to do to acquire the same riches that I already have. That's what I'm saying. So I honestly, when it comes down to looking at it, I would rather choose be rich and depressed, and then I'm going to work on my mind and everything after that. You will choose happy and poor, and you'll work for your riches after that. You may not get to where I get in terms of riches because I had a head start, but that's your choice. You made that choice. And it's great that you're prioritizing your happiness. I just know that I can still get my happiness after the fact of the decision. So that's my stance on it.
Hmm.
Yes.
I wanna respond rather, sorry, to Tabisu's comment there where he says you're depressed, so just use your money to become at least a little bit depressed. End of story. I wish it were that simple, but come I tell you, I mean, if I were
Of
to
course it's
bring
not.
actual facts here, results from proper research studies conducted,
Let's go.
that is,
Yabo,
it,
Do it.
it's
yabo.
incontrovertibly disputed. There's no truth to that. I mean, you can't use money to get happier. It's just not possible. In fact, money actually weighs you down, and this is research that has proven it. Weighs you down, brings you down. It's not going to make you happier. It's the weight of it is making you more depressed. It's just the way it works, whether you like
The
it
weight
or
of having
not.
money is making me more depressed.
And
There are no
I'll
higher
tell you
people to
why.
carry.
Because the
Yo,
money makes you isolated. Research has proven it. It makes you isolated, and the more isolation, the more depression. It's not. It's just not a good
Okay,
cycle.
cool.
I'm
There
sorry.
it is.
You can
There it is.
buy all you want in the world. Buy your yacht, buy your mansion, buy your Ferrari, whatever you want. You're depressed. It's
You
just not a good life.
I
And
never said
again,
I'm going to buy a yacht.
maybe I should take this. and take that opportunity to respond to Lesego also, because Lesego, you made some good points. I mean, at the end of the day, I think it does, and I'll agree with you on this. Is I think it boils down to your individual personality and
Yeah.
just what your preferences are.
Nick, you're dancing like you're the one that came with the facts, bro. Calm down.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
All I'm
It's just
saying, like,
having this guy on my team is the best thing in the world.
Listen,
It's the
at
best
the end
thing
of
in
the
the
day,
like,
we
world.
all have problems. We all have problems. We can all be happy, all be depressed, whatever. But I'd rather have rich people problems worrying about what am I gonna wear, which
But how do you know
car
what
am I
rich
taking
people problems
outside?
are?
Is my
But how
bread
do you
good
know what
enough
rich
for these
people problems
people
are?
other than surviving? Like, am I gonna have enough food for the day? Like, I don't want to have those type of, like, I want to fight for
Ricky,
my survival.
did you pick rich and depressed?
Yes.
Yes.
I think
Yeah, I can understand why your Wi-Fi needs some serious help, bro. Like, it needs a whole 500 rand a month
Exactly.
plan. It
I'm not
Is
needs.
it
paying for
is it really a
Wi-Fi
podcast? Is
to
it
be
really a youth
happy
lounge podcast without
connection.
Liseko going at Ricky's Wi-Fi all the time?
Bruh,
Every
Please.
episode, this one say episode.
it's become my nature, honestly speaking, dude.
But yeah, that's
Lesego,
it's
do
just
we
such.
have anyone? Does anyone want to join us today? I mean, I don't think we've invited anyone.
Yeah, we haven't.
Oh, but
I
wait.
forgot to do, like, I typed it in the chat, but I didn't actually send the message out. But
What's the
viewers,
purpose of money?
I don't know. We've
Depression
had a
comes
pretty
from
good
losing the lifestyle.
debate on it. Viewers, let us know your views, your opinions. I've just sent the link out in the comment section to call. So anyone who feels like they want to give their take on the whole on this question that Nick posed. Would you rather be rich and depressed or poor and happy?
Ricky posed
You
this. Ricky
oh,
posed
I
this.
don't know who posed it, but like, yeah, if you
Yeah.
give us your take, give us your opinions. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We're not done with the video, chill. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, smash that like, yeah, smash the like button, bro. Like, and subscribers, bro. I want us to hit 70 by episode 15. And no, actually 100. I want 100 subscribers by episode 15. Seriously, guys, it's not that hard. It's free, and you know you enjoy the episodes. So like,
And Ricky's gone.
yeah,
No?
she
Yeah.
like I said, brother, her Wi-Fi needs some serious help. Like, it needs 1,000 rand per month plan. Like, it needs like fiber thing. It needs help. Like, it needs the angels of telecom to come down and bless her or something. Like, she needs data.
I think
But
Telkom really
yeah,
has.
yeah, like, but yeah, like, smash the like button. You know you're enjoying the videos. But yeah, I still stand firm in my stance. Rich and depressed, and then I'll work on myself as time goes on.
Therefore,
Um,
can I suggest you look into minimalism? It's a bit of a mouthful, but go check it out. Please.
middle
Minimalism.
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 Yeah,
bro.
but
That's some great English, bro. Like, geez,
it's
that's
just one word, but yeah. Go check it out. That whole philosophy, it's amazing. I've been reading a book, and actually, I think the point that I made earlier on about money, does it make you happy or does it
yeah.
make you
Like,
sad?
I just need you to understand. I wasn't saying buying things will help you get that happiness back. You don't need to spend mad
No,
amounts of
that was
money in
actually
that
no.
situation to do that.
Yeah. That was actually a response to Tabisha's comment today. I see another
Oh,
comment from Zinchley. So, what's the purpose of money? To chase after one's own happiness or a means to help others? And I think, okay, before I go and deliver a mouthful there, let's give you guys a chance to respond to that.
Purpose of money. You see, I think this is something that we have been trying to figure out for decades. What does money actually bring to the table? Besides a means of living, right?
aesthetic.
Does and I guess aesthetic to some, but at the same time to others it's annoying. Like that aesthetic is annoying and like
Are those others the same people that don't have that kind of money to produce that aesthetic?
no,
Oh, it's annoying to
others
the
that
people who actually have the money.
have the money but they don't want to show that aesthetic because They feel like it's not necessary,
Some people like to
right?
flex, some people don't. Like I think
Exactly,
that's just
exactly,
how it
exactly.
is.
And like, does money probably is one of the root of the world's problems. Like biggest problems is money. Like the world's biggest problems all revolve around money. So I'd say the purpose of money is was intended to help mankind, but instead it's taken over everyone's thought process, I guess, as in
People have an obsession with money.
exactly
It's so deep.
now all it is a child's goal is just to be rich one day.
Yeah, of course.
And to I know, but I'm
I
saying
want to be rich. I want to be lavish.
it's not
I
to
want to.
it's
I
not
want
to
to lie
be
on bitches.
it's not to like live your best life, or
Yeah.
your best life might be
Oh,
without
yeah. I
your
see what
best
you're
life
saying.
might be without being the
Yeah.
richest person in the world or
That's.
whatever. It might just be you living a normal life.
I think
But
one
yeah,
goal that people should have, if there's anything in your life to aspire to, is to have not necessarily the best life possible. Or like what I'm trying to get at is try and aspire to be in a position where you can live how you want to, do what makes you happy. Do like
exactly. There you go.
my mother said something to me once, and it says, like she said, a lot of people live to work, but you should in essence try and work to live. And I feel like for me that's what I personally want to do. I want to The only reason why I want to work so hard and do all these things is because I know the kind of life that I can bring for myself because of that work. Look, if I didn't have to work, nigga, I wouldn't care about work. You see, you think I'd be pulling all nighters all the time, bro? I'd be watching Champions League. Um, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
not
I think
always like I work. Every ounce of work that I put in is just to like it contributes to the life that I want to live one day. Like for myself, for my woman, for my future children, for my family as well, for my name and my legacy. That's what my work is contributing towards. If those things weren't really priorities for me, I wouldn't be working. I wouldn't really care about work. I'd be kind of a live in the moment. I don't care, party every now and like parties every weekend. I'd be that guy. But I know what kind of life I want to have, and therefore I work for that. I don't work to work. If you're in school and your work or in varsity, if you're doing something and you're going to a job just to say you are working, if you are one of those people who have parents that say you must go do this, I think you should just be very careful and wary of going to do that job because it's a job and you feel like you have to have it, rather than doing something with the end goal of I want to be able to do this. I want to be able to go here. I want to be able to take my kids to this kind of school. I want to be. Don't work to work. Work to live. That's
I
you
see.
can't live if you live to work, bro. You're gonna burn out, or you're gonna be doing this work thing for a very long time. If you work to live, chances are you could end up retiring. A lot of people do it now. Like you could end up retiring at 35 because they have that dedication and the motivation to be like, I'm trying to find a way to make as much as I can so that I can live a certain life at some point. So
Mhm. Yeah,
that's my take.
let's give Ricky a chance to respond to that question. Um, Ricky, I'm not sure if you quoted because I think you joined us a little after that. Basically, one of the viewers was asking, um, what's the purpose of money? Is it to chase after one's own happiness, or is it the means to help others?
It can be both. Well, I'll let Ricky
Yeah.
answer that, but it can be both.
Some people find happiness in donating to others and making others' lives better, trying to give back the success that they got. And some people like to use that money, which is a result of their hard work, to make their own happiness and to make themselves like, as a roof, like, listen, we worked hard, we deserve all of these things, and we're about to go, about to travel, about to buy all these things that we want. We're about to be financially stable, and I feel like that's just the
But
reason why,
isn't
like,
that bad though? Isn't that bad though?
why?
Having to use money to make you happy. Like you
No,
need
No,
if
it's
it's a
like
not.
necessity, if it's a
I can make
necessity to do
myself
it, then I feel like
happy.
you should.
Exactly. If
yeah,
I
but
know that I want to
like
be, if I can be happy if I
That's like
travel,
saying I'm not gonna
and
take a
you want
painkiller
me
because
to
I don't want my
travel.
painkillers to run out. Like that's
no,
like
no,
saying
I'm
like
saying
I'm in pain and I
no,
don't
I'm
want to take
saying
a painkiller because I don't want my painkillers to do.
no, no,
Like
no.
it's
But
ironic that I'm saying this because
I'm
I
saying,
did that.
I'm saying like, isn't it like, let's say you're at a party, right? This has nothing
Yeah.
to do with money, but let's say, isn't it sad that some parties are only lit if there's alcohol?
Um,
Or
that's not necessarily sad. That's just the group of people you're going to party with and the
I
nature
know,
of
but
the party.
what I'm
If it's
saying
groove,
is,
bro, there is no groove without alcohol. I'm sorry. That's just the nature of groove. Groove
but
requires alcohol. But if it's
but
a get
but
together of friends and things, then yeah, bro. Like I'm sure you can have a party without alcohol. But groove, the nature of groove is like actually. I think before you start going again, let's introduce someone who can maybe give us because it's 2 against 2 now. So let's see if we can't have a tiebreaker here. Introducing our guest, man like Katleo. Yeah. So boy.
Yeah, boy.
So
this
Yeah,
man set up his fire.
yeah,
Oh
he
my
has an
god.
interesting setup this one. But
I
like
had to
dog,
come
like
prepared for the show.
yeah, yeah, we appreciate that. But okay, so you like the question was, would you rather be rich and depressed or poor and happy. Now, keep in mind, if you are rich and depressed, you can still make your way out of depression. Mara poor and happy, o tshwanetse o bereke, mfana. Mara re tla bona. Like, would you rather be rich and depressed or broke and happy?
Dog, one thing I can tell you is that ish, being poor and happy, that like it's not. I don't think it is all about happiness, but happiness doesn't pay your bills. It's
Down.
one
But
thing I
the
can tell
thing,
you.
Thank you.
but the thing is, right?
Yeah, but just say
The
it
thing
again.
is though, the thing is though, right?
Yeah,
You have the money for the necessities. When you're poor and happy, whatever, you still have the
No, you
money
said the
for the
slums, bro.
yeah,
You
the
said the
slums,
But
slums.
but
that's
you still
boring. That's
the
not
slums,
living. That's just
the
surviving.
That's
slums, but you
That's
still
surviving.
not
have the
living.
money for the necessities. So we're talking food, we're talking water. You don't have a nice house, you don't have a car, you don't have. Sometimes you might not even have electricity. Oh,
Yes.
you don't
but
have
dog,
you don't have the best phone, but you have the motivation and you have the willingness to get out of that situation. Like think as a comment said, happiness usually brings success. Ne?
Yeah,
When you
hold on. I
when you
hold on.
and when you're depressed, usually you feel like you're losing everything. Obviously, you can make it out. Obviously, you can make it out of depression. And it can be pretty difficult and it can be pretty easy. But but when happy, success comes quicker. And
but
when
what is the
happy
point?
you but what is the point? What do you mean? You
No,
see,
listen,
think of
listen. Okay,
yeah, yeah.
doesn't money make you happy, dog? Let's start there.
Depends.
Doesn't money make you happy?
It
Let's
depends.
start there.
It depends.
It's a simple
It has the
question.
ability to,
Doesn't
yes, it does.
It
money
has
makes
It
you
it
has it
happy,
has
dog?
the
it has the ability, but like sometimes it makes me sad.
Ah,
That's your
Love.
personal preference.
I don't
That's the you
understand how
problem.
you get set by money. Like, wait, see,
money
who are
can
you
never
saying
make
That
you
is
happy.
is
your
capping?
Like
Who's capping
like
here?
Hmm.
no, he's talking about me. Talking
Yeah,
about
okay,
me.
yeah.
I
I
know
just
for a
needed
fact.
clarification.
I
But
know
yeah,
for a fact.
you like
But like
how are you gonna get sad by the fact that you have money?
You
Bro,
won't.
every
No,
time
but
I run
it's
into
not.
money, I'm happy,
It's
dude. Like,
not the fact
do
that
you
I'm
know the
sad.
smile? Like,
It's
I'm
not.
doing these and
Okay,
It's
wait, wait,
not.
wait.
It's
Nick,
not
Nick,
the fact
Nick.
that I'm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wait. Doesn't skating make you happy?
Doesn't
Yes,
what?
and
You don't
yes,
require money to skate.
but the thing is, if I didn't, the thing is,
Therefore,
right?
money
My
is
fam.
indirectly a source of happiness because it enables you to do something that you love.
Yes, but at the same time, if I didn't have the money, right, I'd be upset that I wouldn't be able to do skating. But I would be fine with it because I wouldn't force my family into making me do that or whatever. So exactly temporarily it makes me happy. It makes me happy for a little bit.
Dog.
Love
Yeah,
One
makes
the
me happy
thing.
having
for a
of
little
money,
bit.
look, the having
And
of
then
money can temporarily make you happy, but you can also use that money to make you happy in other ways, in whether it's getting certain things or being able to go to certain places or do certain things. The having of money is a temporary high. That's the
yes,
best way I can describe it. It's a
yes.
temporary high. But the doing, but the things you can do because you have the money, I feel like those experiences and things are enough to make you happy for the like those keep a smile on your face all the time. So like where I see it, money money alone, yes,
It
it
runs
doesn't
the
make you
world,
happy for
dog.
long. But
Money runs the world. I
It
must
runs
say.
the world, and but that's the thing. That's the thing, right? It runs the world. But as I said to Secho right now, like just before you got on, is it
Mm-hmm.
not like is it not sad that you can only be happy if you have money?
It is sad though,
Thank you. Like if
but
you like
yeah, that
it's
is
like
sad.
as I said, it's like as he said, you can only groove if there's alcohol. Is that not
Bruh,
sad?
but that's
Yes
the
or no?
nature of groove. What ring? So we must groove with that.
No, but I'm saying
Mate.
you know,
okay,
dog. You know what is your
okay.
point saying? It's just like you saying, for in order to you to be on this broadcast, your camera must be on. It's something
Ah,
similar to that. It's something close to
Uh,
that.
being poor,
Dog, you
but
cannot go to groove without look. You used the
yeah,
wrong
yeah,
term.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Groove
yeah, yeah.
needs
I know.
alcohol in order
I'm
to
using the
enjoy.
wrong. I'm using the wrong thing. I
Yeah,
meant
but
like,
Thank
gathering
you.
it
I meant like
doesn't.
Thank you,
gath-
Maverick.
a
Thank you.
gathering. But that's not our situation though. We said poor and happy, poor and happy, not
If you
poor
poor, you're
can
not
be
happy,
sad.
dog. If you poor,
Ah,
you're not happy.
I know a lot.
I can be
You
happy
cannot
and
be
Bro,
poor
Bro,
and
like
happy,
broke,
dog.
even this
but
viewer says, like if you pour, like there's chances are
You
you're not
cannot
gonna
be
be a very
poor.
happy. I'm not gonna be smiling ear to ear if I know I'm poor, bro. Like
yes,
I'm trying.
but
Me, I'm
obviously,
thinking serious thoughts
obviously,
about
yes,
how I'm gonna get the bag.
obviously,
Like
yes, yes,
it's
but
like I'm not smiling
everything
because I'm in poverty.
everything like the smallest things mean more when you're poor, right? So when
Yeah, that's
you could
appreciation. But
that's
appreciation can
appreciation,
be
yes.
learned in privilege. You can learn
Appreciate
appreciation in privilege if it's taught to you, or you can go and learn.
appreciation, right?
Like rich people have I don't know, like take for example the Kardashians. When they still had that show, like they would go to all these places and see all these poor kids and everything, and it would somewhat teach them appreciation. Maybe not to the absolute form where they know that feeling, so they appreciate it with 100% of their soul. But
That's not
like
appreciation, that's just
then when
feeling
they
sorry.
no, that's like being grateful for what you have can be achieved without actually losing things or not having things. Like like it's not it is possible to have gratitude outside of poverty. Like it's not impossible. What is this happy our viewer is saying here happy Tabiso is saying happiness. Look at the famous soccer player Marco
Royce,
Ruiz.
Royce, Royce, hey,
Yeah, sharp. If I could give all the money in the world to do what I love, to do my job, to play football, I'd do it in a heartbeat. But he does that already. He already plays and it's making him bank.
and makes money.
Yes.
What's the harm in making money?
no, there's no
And
harm in making
I'm
money when
like,
there's no harm. I'm not saying obviously every person, me even myself, I wanna one day be rich. I wanna one day live a comfortable life. As in, when I say comfortable, I mean no worries of financial issues, whatever. But at the same time, I don't want to be living in that life, but relying on my money to be happy, right? I want to be at
Yeah,
the
but
same.
you don't
Okay,
I
have
want
to.
to at the
fine.
same time. I want to be able to say, without this money, I'd still be living or trying my best to be living the
Yeah,
best
that's
life I
fair, bro.
possibly can within my financial range. Yeah.
I'm
You
not gonna
cannot live a
stop
good life
trying
without
to
money.
live. I'm not
Ah,
Nick.
but you
I'm not gonna
could.
stop when cause me, I know, like I feel like it's destiny at this point. I'm not going to stop trying to improve or get more or become better simply because I'm rich. I'm not one of those. Look, bro, if I do make it in music the way I want to, I'm not going to park the bus and say, yeah, I'm done. I've made it. I'm
Yeah.
in the
No. No. No.
game.
No. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
still going to keep trying
You know
because
one thing
a
about
fall off
money,
is
though.
possible. Fall off is
You know,
possible. People fall off all the time. Like Sumizi once he had gang cash and he fell off. He was poor. There's this guy called Zola 7. He's struggling now. And
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
point,
Yeah. 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 No.
like
No. That's
it's not that
that's
I'm
dumb
going to
rich.
stop
That's
working or
rich and
trying to
dumb.
improve
That's
my
rich
life.
and dumb. That's rich and dumb. Yeah. I know. I know. I know. I know.
Yeah.
the problem
But
with money is that the moment you have a piece, you want more and more. That's the
Yeah.
problem. Because let me give you a nice example
yeah.
now. When they first introduced your allowance, at first it looked like it was a lot, I'm sure,
Yeah.
right? But I'm sure 4 months down the line, you feel like that money is small because already you know what
Yeah.
to do
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
500
Yeah.
you get. So the more
Yo.
money, the more problems
Yeah.
you get.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's fair to say that money comes with its own fair share of problems, but that's what we like to call rich people problems. That's just the nature of it.
Exactly. People have their
Tabiso's
problems
telling
regardless
me,
of whether they have money or not. I just pick my problem, pick the rich people problems instead of poor people
yeah,
problems. Because
it's a rich
no,
person
I don't
problem.
want to. I don't
It's not
want my life to
necessarily.
struggle. Struggle is not making it. That's all I'm gonna
Yeah,
say.
I feel like okay, Tabiso. Yeah, he's injured now. He could get back to his best. Maybe he's injured and his career is over. If you had said Sergio Aguero said that, then I would understand it better. I like giving like just all your money to play and do what you love. That's a passion, but like you kind of proven my point for me. Money would give if there was something in the world like a surgery or
But he
something
didn't. But he didn't
that he
start.
could
He didn't
do
start football.
to
He didn't start football because of money.
no, he didn't start it because of money. But that money, if there was a surgery that could help him, he would spend the money to do what he loves. So
Yeah. 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 Fair. 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 Fair.
if he was
It would be.
poor, he wouldn't be able
It
to,
would be.
and that surgery existed, he wouldn't be able to do that. So I feel like you've proven my point for
Exactly.
me.
Fair. 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 At the end of the day, I think it's a thing of preference. I like. I
Like,
think at the end of the day, every single person wants to be rich, wants
yeah,
to have a substantial amount of money. Okay, but when in the when asked the question of would you rather be happy and poor or rich and depressed, it's it can go either. Like there's good points for both sides, if you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
as to why you would choose both sides.
but it
Obviously,
will be very hard to
obviously,
live poor and happy.
yeah, I know it would be that's one thing. Like it would be a lot harder to live poor and happy than it would be to
It
live
is to be rich
to
and
rich and depressed. Like if you're rich and
Mm.
depressed, you can get out of it
yeah,
easier.
you can
But
get yeah, exactly.
yeah, I know. But that's like not the life I would, for me, want to live.
And that's fair,
But
bro. That's personal
but
preference.
if I was given money right now to be rich, I'll take it. I'll take it. But
So would I, bro. Like, I don't think there's a person on earth that wouldn't.
exactly. But if
Because you cannot
like
pay the bills with a hug. That's why.
Exactly.
You cannot pay
You
the bills with a
understand.
hug.
He
You
understand.
cannot, dog. You cannot. As much as we would all love to, they cannot
A
say, oh
smile will
no.
not pay your rent, dog. It's not
You know what's the
happening. It's not
problem, dog?
buying you the beamer. It's not getting you that bag, dog. Like,
They're not
you
gonna say, oh
can't.
wow, he's rich and happy, let's give him a car. You won't get
Yeah,
that, dog. You won't get
yeah.
that.
He's
That's
poor.
the
Like,
problem, dog.
exactly. So, like, I mean, some people are lucky enough where they get in that situation where they are really struggling or they're from struggle, and then a TV show or some charity will come and do something nice for them. But that's a one in a million kind of thing, bro. Like, it's
Once in
not
a
a
I guess
million.
guarantee.
I guess we can't really talk though, cause like I mean, like we've been through struggle, but like we like I don't think any of
We
us
are
here have been
privileged.
through.
Yeah.
We have.
We
I don't
we
think any like if you had if I were to walk up to a random like homeless guy right now or person right now and say and say to them, would you rather be stay in the position you are but be completely happy with your life, or be rich living a lavish life but depressed? I promise you
But
now they would tell you I'll be rich and depressed any day.
dog, listen, ne? First of all, being poor makes you depressed. Being poor, just the fact of being
But
poor
that's the thing though.
makes you
What if it
depressed.
for some people it doesn't? Some people have found, as I say, some people have found a way to live within that circle of money, in that limitation of money. They found a way to live their best life. So they aren't depressed. If we were to go into that state of living, God, we'd all be depressed. We'd want to
The
kill
problem
ourselves,
with us is peer
probably.
pressure, dog. That's the problem with us, peer pressure,
Yeah,
yeah.
true.
and that's what's killing our
Look,
society.
there's a lot of value put into money, and I don't know what the world would look like without money, because look, the system and everything has been built and structured around the way we do things,
Money,
the way we trade and everything. So to
everything
remove
is being
money from
structured
the
around
equation
money.
now, yeah, I feel like to remove money from the equation now, there's not really a way that we would trade. Everyone would be doing things for themselves. And therefore, and with that logic, the only way you're gonna have shoes is if you make them yourself. So like, as much as it's nice to say, if the
Money makes
if
the
money
world
wasn't in
balance.
the, yeah, it is, if money wasn't around, there would be so less problems. Yes, that's the case, but it would just
There'll be
create
more
just as many
problems.
problems. There would be more problems, honestly speaking.
There'll be more
So
problems, but different problems.
different problems, but still problems, and that's just something for someone else to complain about. So yeah, we've kind of run above time here. So
God, there's no
I
more
think,
time limits.
yeah,
There's no more time limits
we're
this
gonna
time.
end it here. That's about it for today's episode. Thank you, Katla, for coming through, joining us as a guest. Thank you everyone so much for watching. We appreciate you. We thank you so much. Like you guys don't know how much it means to us here at the Youth Lounge. Please make sure before you leave to smash the like button. Comment down below some of your thoughts and opinions, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so that you know when we go live. We at some point in the future, I don't know, we're still working on it. We are gonna have more shows and things, so we might go live. We might do pre-recorded stuff as well. But we thank you. We appreciate you. Thanks to Mohammed, he had to dip out. I don't know why. Thanks to Ricky, she came through even though her Wi-Fi is horror.
Mm.
Nicholas, this was a good debate. I personally enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Um,
Back and forth, back and forth.
yeah. Thank you to the
Also,
viewers who
wait,
commented
wait,
and everything. You
wait.
guys make this
Shout out,
the
shout out to Zinhle, first of
yeah.
all, for having my back, and Tabiso for having my back. I love you people.
Yeah, if we're doing shout outs, then shout out to Maverick Benedeshi. He's a great artist. I think you
What's up?
can find him on YouTube or something. I'll shout him out next time. Thank you to my boy Sia Sitebe. Love you, dog, bro. You had my back as well. You acknowledged like what some of the things that Nicholas was saying was cap. And yeah,
Everything I said
Nick
was
shouted out the
factual,
other
bro.
two. So but
I
thank you
only
to
speak
everyone who
facts.
commented. Thank you to everyone who comments on our episodes. We really do appreciate it. You guys make the conversation that much more better by involving yourselves. And thank you so much. We will check you when we check you next week, same time, same place, and we out.
Peace, y'all. Peace,
Salute.
y'all. Salute.